First and foremost, all thanks and praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham WabrakakWadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like. Pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons, and daughters also. The water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. I have Romans chapter 12 and verse 19 pulled up, and it says, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord." Vengeance belongs to the Lord, all right? And that's something that us men have to exercise who may have been about handling business, so to speak, back in the world. You know, as men, we don't like being played with, man. We don't like people trying to test us. We don't like people trying to prove us to be punks or like we little chumps or just somebody you can roll over. You know, that's just within us. But at the same time, we shouldn't be taking matters into our own hand when it comes to vengeance. Like, for example, somebody may intentionally cut you off on the road or intentionally, take your parking spot. They saw that you were about to park there, so they'll speed up, cut you off, and take your parking spot. Or, you might have a job and your manager or supervisor, they're giving you a hard time. And you might be feeling like, man, I could just wait after work for real and just like run up on this dude when ain't nobody looking, or just follow him home or something, right? Or it might be, somebody disrespecting you, just however it comes. And you might be thinking, okay, you know what? I could just go, catch this dude slipping. I might run up on him on the street one day, or I might, grab my pistol and, get the job done because he think I'm a chump. We can't move like that in this ministry. And again, as men, it's in us to want to, do something. It's in us to want to stand up and maintain our manhood, so to speak. Maintain a little bit of order amongst those who try to like play you and make you feel like, or try to make you feel like you some chump type dude. Well, in this ministry, we have to learn to exercise patience and understand that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to get back our enemies. As much as we lust, as much as we desire to want to get back every single one of our enemies, we have to know the Lord is going to get back every single one of our enemies. We may not experience every single one of them going down, but we're going to know in our heart of hearts when things happen, our enemies are going to be affected by that. Our enemies are going to be brought down very low. All right? Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, which is easy to do. You want to take matters into your own hands. You want to show this dude you're not that guy. And trust me, there's a lot of men in this ministry, back in the world, we just weren't the type of men you just going to run up on. Or you're just going to think you're going to say something or do something and just get away with it, and then life goes on. There's men in this ministry, they were used to getting busy. Now there's changes that have to be made because we're walking in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Many times Yahweh Shai wanted to get physical and carnal, but he had to maintain his patience. And we have to be in the same path. Not because we're punks or cowards or sissies or because we scared. We ain't scurry, as Jake used to say back in the day. All right, we not punks and pussies. And even if people think that's the case, look, man, we're serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We have a higher purpose than trying to move with pride. Just like Jake in the street will kill each other. And instead of coming to peace, coming to some sense that, look, we can overlook all this bullshit because it's really not about nothing. Because of pride, Jake will say, you know what, I ain't apologizing to this dude. He gonna think I'm soft. You know, I ain't about to let this dude know I got any weaknesses, man. So I'm going to keep, showing up and showing out until one of us end up dead or in prison. We can't be like that in this ministry. We have to leave room for the Lord to work through us. The wise thing to do is to keep calm. And that's something that I still have to work on. I have a very violent temper. I'm just going to put it like that. I have a very violent temper, but my temper is not something that just happens. I don't just get angry every single day and just walk around just angry. I'm the type, once I get angry, I become very violent. Like I want to handle something. I want to get down. But the Lord has shown us a different way, and we're still working on that every single day. Now, you have certain men, they've never been about nothing in the world. They never had a push battle. They ain't never been in a argument like that. So for them, avoiding confrontation is nothing. But for men coming out the world who may have been carnal, you may have had a side to you that people known to respect. Like, yeah, he's not that type of guy. Well, in this ministry, we got to come off more patient. Proverbs 29, verse 11. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it till afterwards. And one thing about a man who's like full of wrath, he utters all his mind. He'll be like, man, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. If I see you, I'm going to do this, blah, 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 blah. But a patient man, he'll keep it all till afterwards. It's wise to keep calm, because that shows a level of having understanding. Okay? When you go to James chapter 1, I believe, in verse 18, verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. And we have to exercise that, being slow to wrath. All right? For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. And being quick to wrath, it doesn't allow Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to work through us. Working through wrath, you become irrational. Okay? And we don't want to be irrational, because then split decisions will be made that will be later on regretted. And then there would be no way of going back on it. There would be no way of rewriting it and making it good. There are things that, because of emotions and wrath getting in the way, it can become something that's destroyed forever. And all you can do is ponder on what if you didn't do that? What if you didn't react like that? So we have to leave place for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to work through us. As hard as it is, it's part of the battle. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua knows our emotions. He gave us feelings. So seeing that we have times we want to react, we want to respond, of course, he gave us those emotions. But within that, he also gave us those emotions along with a test. Okay, and the test is managing our patience, not going out of our way to physically harm somebody. Like if someone says something stupid, like let's say I'm out there teaching, somebody say something crazy when they drive by me, I'm like, oh, hell no. I close up the lesson, hop in the car, follow these MFers, whether they go home or wherever they're going, and just stake them out. Then run up on them, catch them slipping because they done said something wrong. We can't be like that, man. We have to give place to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to work through us. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. So it's wise to keep calm. We have to control our spirit. And believe me, people be testing us, man. It would be a nice thing to just, watch somebody who's running their mouth saying something crazy to us, to just catch a right hook to the jaw or a nice little uppercut, just a little swift knockout. That would be a beautiful thing. But even more beautiful, it would be nice to see what the Lord can do to them and not have to suffer any consequences of being arrested. We do something, we liable to get locked up. We liable to, be on the move so much we can't even really teach because we got people out here trying to hunt us because we out here sliding on people. You know what I'm saying? Getting busy. We have to attain to this ministry, and we can't allow, little petty things to get in our way. Luke 21:19. In your patience possess ye your souls. So within our patience, we have to keep some self-control. It's wise to keep calm. It's easy to get mad, especially on just certain days. As they say, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Normally, you might be a patient person. A particular day, you're just on edge, you're irritated, and then it wouldn't take much for someone or something to just really get you to act out of character. And these things are very possible, It can happen out of nowhere, like, dang, where'd that come from? I normally don't react like that. Because it takes me a while to respond to something, but once I respond, once I'm there, it's kind of hard to come back. Well, at one time, I've gotten better, like I said. But to possess your soul, to have some self-control, that's actually a very manly thing. Let's go to Proverbs. I'm about to close it out because I got to hit these streets, man. Proverbs 16. Let's go to 29. Proverbs 16:29. A violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him into the way that is not good. So you might have somebody trying to, disrespect you, trying to talk down on your name. And you might have an associate or a friend telling you, hey, you just gonna let them talk to you like that, man? Man, if you don't whoop that dude's ass, people gonna think you a wimp. Somebody gonna think you a coward, bro. You can't go out like that, man. Matter of fact, shit, we could just, catch him slipping one night, just rob him, and then just take his life, Well, a violent man will try to entice his neighbor to do wrong, okay? Which is also a man who lacks patience. A violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him into the way that is not good. And Esau does that all day long. Esau is a violent man who's constantly leading our people into a way that's not good. Verse 32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city. So it's better to have patience than to show people, you can respond with violence. As much as, as a man, it feels like not being able to respond with violence is just the worst thing possible, because you want to make sure, you exercise a little bit of, order and respect. You got people trying to, insult you and disrespect you for no reason and, have you looking like some sucker or some chump, which is not about what others think. It's about what you feeling, and you can't do nothing about it. Well, the time's going to come where we will be able to do something about it. But remember, we are in punishment. We are in captivity, and doing certain things can get us, in a predicament that we don't want to be in. Let's just put it like that. And our best bet is to just leave it to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And if somebody run up on you, that's one thing. Don't let these Christians tell you, well, if someone runs up on you, if you believe in God, you're supposed to let them beat your ass and turn the other cheek. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city. And let me tell you something, when you're ruling your anger, it's like you're taking on a city. To have self-control, you are a city. Imagine you being a city. You have all this fierce anger built up, but you're pacifying it. You're purging it, so to speak. You're putting that fire out. You're kindling it by, keeping yourself captivated.
Notification.
Not to do the wrong thing. Okay? But a violent man, he might entice you and have you thinking, you gonna let him get away with that? You gonna let him do that? Nah, man, we got to ride on this dude, man. We got to catch this dude slipping. Matter of fact, I know where his baby mom stay. Matter of fact, I know where he stay. You have somebody in your corner who ain't right for you, they get you put in a predicament. Play on your ego, play on your pride, man. And us as men, even a cowardly man within him has a sense of, a small sense of ego somewhere, Well, we have to kind of put that to the side, and it's not because we cowards and simps and wimps and men who just let people push us over, but we're also, in the understanding that having patience is better than being a warrior. Hell, we're in captivity anyway. We're in punishment anyway. That's really just part of the punishment, dealing with the nonsense of these people, man. We're not in our kingdom yet. As much as the Lord gives us things to pacify our captivity to a degree, we not in our rest yet. All right? He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city. It's not hard for a man to knock off somebody. It's not hard to kill somebody, man. It's really not. It's actually harder to hold back your anger than it is to respond. People think being someone who's willing to kill somebody make you tough. Look, man, that ain't nothing, man. All right? In fact, who got more bodies than the Heavenly Father? And then when you look at, different men in the scriptures who have killed, hundreds, even thousands of men, killing ain't nothing. What's really manly is having the ability to kill, but being able to exercise some sense of patience. Having the ability to just end somebody, having the ability to harm somebody, and having a sense of patience, not responding to every little damn thing as much as you may want to. You might even say out loud, man, I'll beat this dude ass. You might say things to yourself, but you're not necessarily going out of your way to actually do anything. The scriptures tell us that we can be angry, but don't sin. Let's get that, and I'm going to close it. I believe that's Ephesians 4:26. Be ye angry and sin not. So you can be angry at somebody. Somebody just looking at you awkwardly, kind of rub you the wrong way. Somebody drive by, hit you with the middle finger. Somebody just really trying to get under your skin. It's not a bad thing to be angry, but don't lose your wits. Don't be trying to murder this person now, because you're still not justified to, take somebody out the earth because they flipped you off. Although, well, I guess it depends how you look at it. We are kings, and that is disrespectful for some heathen to disrespect kings. But again, we are in captivity. My point is this. There's nothing wrong with us being angry, but it shouldn't cause us to sin. And right now, we're supposed to leave vengeance to the Lord. So although naturally there are things that we should be able to do, we should be able to respond a certain way, but it will end up being sin unto us, because right now at this particular time, we're supposed to be patient and waiting on the Lord, leaving vengeance to the Lord, not taking matters into our hand, trying to ride on everybody, But I'm going to go ahead and close this. Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil. There you go, man. So all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.